Welcome back to the show, folks, and we are now at the exercise number 2, so let's begin listening. Begin.
Hey, Vernon, can you remember last night clearly? Sure. It isn't the kind of thing you forget in a hurry.
Where did you see the spacecraft?
Near the beach. I was walking home from the pub. The pub? I know what you're thinking, but I only had one drink. How many aliens were there? Well, I can't be sure how many were inside the spacecraft, but I saw two. Two came out.
Vernon, do you feel different after your encounter?
Yes, I think I do, actually. I feel kind of calmer. I think I learned something from these aliens, even though we didn't actually speak. Will the aliens try to make contact again? I hope so. I really hope so. But I'm not sure. Maybe they were just passing.
Are the police investigating your story?
The police? No, they aren't investigating. They say it isn't a police matter.
Alright, so we have finished the listening, and let's now check the answers. And let's put the correct words, alright? So let's begin. Number 1. They asked him if he could remember the previous blank clearly. And I have heard the word, it is night. Previous night. Next word. If you aren't sure with the answers of mine, go and replay it. You'll be fine. They asked him where he had seen the spacecraft. Spacecraft. It means the UFO. Number 3. They asked him how many aliens there had been. How many aliens? Number 5. They asked him if the aliens would try to make contact again. Contact. Contact is number 5. And let's read for number 6. Then we will figure out the answer to number 4. Number 6. They asked him if the police were investigating his story. Alright? Police. So the remaining word in those words, it is encounter. They asked him if he felt different after his encounter with aliens. Alright? Encounter. Alright, so we have finished the exercise number 2, and it has been a really interesting exercise. Don't let me close my eyes. Alright, so for not making me close my eyes means it is so boring. So now we will do the exercise number 4. Page 57. Number 4. Alright, so let's choose the correct words. The learner's box to complete the rules. Alright, choose the correct word. So the words are highlighted, and those are the words we are going to choose in each number of the rules. Alright, so remember the highlighted one, the bolded one. Alright, first one, the reporting verb is ask, say, or tell. So say, reporting verb, because this is about reported questions. So if it is reported statements, we will use say or tell. It is correct. So we will transform it into said or told. But because this is about questions, reported questions, so the reporting verb will be ask. Alright, the reporting verb is ask. So first, alright, here, drag it down. Next one, the tense, number 2, the tense changes are or aren't the same as for the reported statements. See the lesson B, page 55. So, the tense are changes, the tense changes, or it don't change. It change. It is change. So, it changes aren't. No. Here. It don't change. The tense don't change. Doesn't change. And it is the same as the reported statements. Alright, so the tense are the same. Alright, are the same. I read it wrong, sorry. The tense are the same as for the reported statements. Later we will kick back for you the box of the learn this box in lesson 6B for you. Number 3, the third rule. The pronouns and time expressions change or don't change in the same way as the reported statements. The pronouns and the time expressions change in the same way as the reported statements. Example, in the present, here, in the present. If it is in reported statements, right over here. Reported statements. Active statements. I will go for a walk. So, the reported statements will be I said to me that I would go for a walk. Alright? But in the active statements, I will go for a walk tomorrow. Alright? Example like that. So I will say, I said to me I would go for a walk the next day. Alright? So tomorrow will be changed into the next day or the following day. Alright? The day after. So, the pronouns and the time expressions change the same way as the reported statements. Alright? It changed the same way, baby. It changed the same way. Don't change it. Same way as the reported statements. Declare my word. The subject comes before or after the verb. So, the subject, example, because this is the reported statement. So, I will prove it to you. There are some statements right over here. Example, in the number 1. Exercise number 2. Sentence number 1. It is the reported statements. So, here. Or maybe... Okay, number 1. They asked him, we know the answer before. They asked him if he could remember the previous night clearly. So, the subject, right over here, it is he. He. Then after it, it is the verb. Could. Alright? So, the subject comes before a verb. Alright? The subject comes before a verb. So, here. We use or we don't use do or did. We don't use do or did. Alright? Maybe we will double this. We don't use. And the last one. We use if or that when we reported yes or no questions. We'll be right back to finish this fact.